Hello, my name is Warren Faler. I'll be guiding you through the cylinder and manifold maintenance process for the Mayco C30HDG-Series concrete pump. This procedure should be performed only by qualified technicians. Read the operator's manual before servicing this machine. Follow all safety precautions, including the lockout tagout procedure to avoid injury. Always remove the engine ignition key. Disconnect the battery and place Do Not Operate tag on the machine while servicing. Before you begin, make sure to drain all lubrication box oil from the machine. To perform this procedure, you'll need the following tools and equipment. Proceed to open the Y manifold. Remove the 2x3 reducer. Open the exhaust gate. Extend the stabilizers. Close the exhaust gate to allow access to the tie bolts. Remove the top and bottom tie bolts. Loosen up the hinge bolt slightly. Do not remove the bolt, just slightly loosen. Open up the Y manifold complete to access all the internal components. Rotate the pulley until the cam bolt rests on the wood block. Remove the grate. Close the exhaust gate to access the bolts for the hopper. Remove the hopper bolts, all three. Use an appropriate lifting device. Remove the hopper from the machine. Remove the 3 bolts that secure the T-manifold to the frame. Remove T-manifold. Break loose the seat encased in concrete, so tap on it to break it free. Remove the seat. Remove the 2 retaining bolts that hold the piston onto the compensator cylinder. Put an oil bucket under the cylinder to catch any residue oil that may come out. Use a punch against the faceplate to break any tight concrete loose. Wiggle and pull back the material cylinder and remove. In some cases, you may have to rotate the large pulley to push it out. Make sure the yellow cup is removed. Now that the cylinder is removed on the compensator side, proceed to the drive side and remove the faceplate nuts that retain the piston. Remove the cylinder. Remove the faceplate, the yellow cups, the backup plate, and O-rings. Remove the silicone cement that surround the circumference of the lubrication box. Use a wire grinder till it's completely clean, no residue of concrete or silicone. Make sure it's perfectly clean. Remove the ball from the T-manifold. Set the T-manifold over the cylinder. Remove both stop pins. And drive out the pins through one side. Using a punch, knock out this bottom seat. Remove the ball from the compensator side. Remove the stop pin. Remove the large O-ring. Using a scaler, clean all the dried concrete out of the groove until it's perfectly clean. Take the new stop pin, install the O-ring, washer, and nut on one side. Insert through the Y manifold. Using an impact wrench, tighten both sides. There is no torque value. Install the stop pins on the T-manifold through the same process. Using a putty knife, remove any silicone sealant or concrete from the step of the drive and compensator cylinders. Clean the surface of the lubrication box with a solvent cleaner. Make sure there's no residue. Clean the oiler plate. Remove contamination from the groove. Clean the faceplate thoroughly. As well as the oil plate. Insert the large O-ring around the circumference of the oil plate. Insert the O-ring, a new replacement O-ring, over the end of the push rod on the compensator side. Install the oil plate with the bevel side inward. Make sure that the oil porthole is towards the top. Apply conventional silicone sealant around the circumference of the step on the cylinder. Coat the inside of the cylinder with lubricant to allow ease of the piston cup. Insert the material cylinder with the shorter of the two steps inside the lubrication box. Install the felt holder plate onto the cylinder rod, bevel side in. Install the spacer, bevel side out. Install the O-ring into the bevel. Next, install the felt ring. It should be thoroughly coated in motor oil prior to installation. Install the bronze oiler plate against the felt ring. Using a DAP compound that you can buy at a home improvement store, put a small bead around the circumference of the internal hole of the material cup. Both sides. Coat the outside of the cylinder and the piston cup with 30-weight motor oil to ease installation. Insert the material cup onto the piston cylinder. Install the faceplate, bevel side in. Install the retaining nut. Using an air impact wrench, tighten the nut until it bottoms out. Apply your second retaining nut until tight, and your third. This keeps the concrete off the threads for easy removable the next time. Smear the silicone compound until it's sealed completely around the lubrication box. Repeat the installation process on the drive cylinder side. Next would be the spacer bevel side in. The felt adapter plate and felt ring coated in oil. And the bronze oil plate. Using the DAP compound, small bead around the inner circumference of the hole in the material cup. Again, both sides. Coat the cylinder and cup with motor oil to ease installation. Tap the material cup into position. Install the faceplate bevel side in. Install the retaining nut. Using an air impact wrench, tighten the nut until it bottoms out. Install the O-rings onto the T-manifold. You can stretch them slightly to get them to fit into the manifold tightly, or you can apply a little grease inside the groove to allow them to stick. Coat it with oil. Place the T-manifold onto the cylinder. And line up the holes in the top using a small little punch or pry bar. Install the bolts. Do not tighten. Align the T-manifold until you see a step completely around the inside of the circumference of the base plate. This allows the seat to sit securely. Place the larger 4.5-inch ball into the drive side top of T-manifold. Place the smaller 4-inch ball into the Y-manifold. Install the O-ring on the compensator side. Insert the smaller seat into the T-manifold. Close the Y-manifold. Attach the eye bolts to the Y-manifold. Install the 2 tie rods. Tighten the 3 bolts on the T-manifold. Drop in the 4.5-inch seat. Proceed to tighten all the hardware until it's tight. Open the Y-manifold, inspect the interior that the O-ring is in the groove and not protruding outward. Install the O-ring onto the hopper by stretching or applying grease. Be sure that it doesn't fall out during installation. Install the hopper onto the frame base. Tighten the hinge plate bolt till it's tight. Release tension from the wood block and remove. Fill the lubrication box with SAE number 30 motor oil, about 7 gallons, to the center of the material cylinders, and then reconnect the battery.